The big armies and atom bombs on the ground are in their place. But the real power of the world is trapped in these 14 small lines. These are called choke points. That is, the roads that will stop the world's economy from breathing if it is strangled. One of these roads is where 30% of the world's oil passes through, and one where even a small spark can immediately start World War III. Today we will travel through these 14 doors and understand who has the real control of the world. Welcome to Scope History Videos, viewers. The power of the whole world is not with any atom bomb or big army, but with these 14 narrow sea routes, which are called choke points in the language of geopolitics. If any force closes these doors today, the economy of the whole world will be full by tomorrow morning. Hunger will spread in many countries, petrol pumps will dry up, and medicines will be scarce for treatment. Today we will understand these 14 doors in simple words one by one, and we will know how one of these doors can trigger World War III. Our journey starts from the Middle East, where the world's largest treasure is hidden: oil. The most important door of this treasure is the Strait of Hormuz, which we can also call the Way of Hormuz. This is a very narrow sea route between Iran and Oman. This route is so important that more than 30% of the world's oil passes through here. Millions of barrels of oil pass through here every day and reach various countries of America, Europe, and Asia. Just imagine that this route is only 33 kilometers wide. If Iran ever puts its army on this road and says that no ship will pass from here from today, then the price of petrol in the whole world will start talking to the sky, as is happening today. This is why America and other major powers always keep an eye on this road. When we leave Hormuz and move on, we come across another scary door, which is called the Bab el-Mandeb. In Arabic, it means the door of tears, i.e. the gate of tears. This door is located between Yemen and Djibouti. It is called the Gate of Tears because in ancient times, sea pirates and dangerous waves used to destroy ships here. And even today, it is just as dangerous. You must have heard in the news that the Houthis of Yemen are attacking ships passing through this road. The importance of this road is high because any ship that wants to go from Asia to Europe has to pass through this narrow road and enter the Red Sea. If this door closes, the ships will have to travel from the African continent to go from Asia to Europe, in which they will have to face tens of millions of dollars of additional fuel and the terrifying waves of the South Indian Ocean for weeks. And all this price will eventually be taken out of common people in the form of inflation. After passing through the Bab el-Mandeb, the ship goes straight to the Suez Canal while traveling in the Red Sea. The Suez Canal is the third most important door in the world. It is a man-made canal located in Egypt. This canal connects the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. Because of this canal, ships do not have to travel long distances in Africa. The last time the world realized the importance of the Suez Canal was on March 23, 2021. When the ship Ever Given got stuck here, this road was closed for only 6 days, and in these 6 days, the world's economy suffered a loss of $50 billion. Crores of goods, food, and necessary machinery was stuck in the middle of the sea. The importance of the Suez Canal can also be estimated from the fact that a large part of Egypt's economy is based on the taxes received from ships passing through this canal. This is a door that acts as the backbone of trade between the West and the East. Now we turn to Europe and come to the Strait of Gibraltar. This is the door that connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. This road is so narrow between Spain and Morocco that you can stand on one side and see the other continent. There have always been big wars on this road in history, because whoever controls this road controls half of the trade between Europe and Africa. Today, Britain has control over this door, and they have built a small military base there. If Gibraltar is closed, the Mediterranean Sea will remain a closed lake, and more than half of European countries will lose sea contact with the rest of the world. When we travel further into the Mediterranean Sea, we come across two important doors of Turkey: Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Strait. These two doors connect the Black Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. All maritime trade between countries like Russia, Ukraine, Romania, and Bulgaria is dependent on these two doors. Especially for Russia, these doors are its red line. Russia has a lot of seas, but they remain frozen in most months of the year. The Black Sea is such a place from where Russian ships can go to the rest of the world all year. Therefore, Turkey's geopolitical importance is different from the rest of the world. They have kept control of these doors under an international law, and in case of war, Turkey decides which warships will pass through and which will not. This is why Russia and America always try to keep Turkey happy, because without them, the journey of the Black Sea is impossible. Now let's turn our journey to Asia, a road that is probably the busiest sea route in the world, Strait of Malacca. This door is located between Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia, which connects the Indian and Pacific Oceans. All the oil and goods of big economies like China, Japan, and South Korea pass through this road. Almost 25% of the global sea trade depends on this one road. For China, this road is a matter of life and death. China knows that if it ever has a war with America, America will block this Strait of Malacca through its navy. This will cut China's entire supply line, and its economy will sit down. This fear is called the Malacca Dilemma in geopolitical terms. This is why China is investing a lot in the Belt and Road Initiative to keep itself connected to other parts of the world, so that in case of war, China has the option of a road network. Near this door is a small country like Singapore, who understood the importance of this road, and today it is one of the richest and most developed countries in the world, just because he is the watchman of this important door. If for some reason the Strait of Malacca closes, or there is a lot of traffic there, the ships have to find alternate routes. And here are two more important doors: Sunda Strait and Lombok Strait. These two doors pass through the islands of Indonesia. The road to Sunda Strait is a bit dangerous because the water here is very shallow and there are undersea active volcanoes. But Lombok Strait is a blessing for those big ships that require more depth in the water. The big oil tankers that cannot pass through Malacca take the long way to Lombok Strait. Because of these roads, Indonesia has the ability to become a great maritime power in the coming time, because it has the alternate of the most important trade routes in the world. If we move a little further on the world map, we reach Taiwan Strait. This door is located between Taiwan and China. This is not just a sea route, but it is the world's largest flashpoint at the moment. That is, World War III can start at any time from here. Taiwan makes more than 70% of the world's microchips, which are installed in your mobile phone, car, and computer. All this stuff passes through Taiwan Strait and goes all over the world. China considers Taiwan its share and also shows it's right on this road, while America and its friends consider it an international route and keep their warships passing through it. America supports Taiwan and can also give it weapons to fight against China. Now China wants to get Taiwan for this reason as well, because if you look at the satellite image, the chain of islands in front of China has stopped it from going to the open ocean. Taiwan from the Philippines and Japan from Taiwan. There are small islands in the middle of it, and the rest of the sea route is very shallow, from where submarines cannot pass. If ever there is a war between China and America, China cannot send its submarines directly to America using the Pacific Ocean. This is why China wants Taiwan to be a part of it, so that the Pacific Ocean becomes China's direct coastline. Now, whenever the Taiwan Strait is closed, this war will not only be between Taiwan and China, but between two superpowers like America and China. Now let's take a long flight to North and South America, where the Panama Canal appears, perhaps the greatest engineering miracle in the world. In the early days, if a ship had to go from New York to San Francisco, it had to go a long way through South America, which took months. Then humans cut the land in the middle of America, and it made a canal, which is called the Panama Canal. This canal is amazing because it uses a lock system. That is, the ship is lifted up with water, crosses the mountain, and then brought back to sea level. This door connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans in today's day and age. One of the great secrets of America's power is the Panama Canal, because their navy and their commercial ships can go from one sea to another very quickly. But where did the ships pass before the Panama Canal was built? They passed through the Strait of Magellan. This door is located on the far end of South America, where the land ends and Antarctica begins. This road is extremely dangerous, cold and stormy. These days, big commercial ships do not use this road much because the convenience of the Panama Canal is present. But if there is ever a problem in the Panama Canal or the water level there drops, as is happening today due to climate change, the world will have to go back to this old and dangerous door. Now let's go to the door of Europe, which has always been very famous in history, the English Channel. This road is between the UK and France and connects the North Sea with the Atlantic Ocean. It is one of the busiest sea routes in the world. The ships have to pass through this channel to reach Europe's largest ports, such as Rotterdam. You can guess its importance by the fact that more than 400 commercial ships pass through here every day. Controlling this road is equivalent to controlling Europe's economy. In history, Hitler tried a lot to conquer this road, but the British Navy saved this door, and that was why Britain was able to win the war. After all these roads, there is one door that is not used much yet, but in the next 20 to 30 years, it is going to be the most important road in the world. Its name is Bering Strait. This road is located right in the middle of America's Alaska and Russia. Most of the snow here remains frozen, so ships cannot pass through here. But due to global warming, this snow is melting fast. When this snow melts completely, it will become a new and very small road that can connect Asia directly to Europe and America. Russia and America are already preparing to strengthen their control on this road, because whoever will be the boss of this new door will be called the boss of global trade. In the coming century, another important point that changes the entire map of the world is Cape of Good Hope. Although it is not a narrow door or strait in technical terms, but it is such a turn just below Africa that has been the center of world trade for centuries. Whenever there is a problem in the Suez Canal or the Red Sea, as is the case these days, then all the ships of the world change their route and pass through this long route. When Vasco da Gama found the way to India, he passed through this Cape of Good Hope. These 14 points are the narrow roads that have been controlling the world system in the past and will control it in the future. This is why America has made its presence directly or indirectly on 10 of these 14 doors. Now you can guess who is in control of it. I hope Scope History video like and share. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.